We now have a picture of what the Las Vegas Raiders passing game will look like, with quarterback Derek Carr throwing the ball to receiver Davante Adams, slot receiver Hunter Renfrow, and tight end Darren Waller. The offensive line is also forming as 2021 first-round pick Alex Leatherwood tries to settle in at right tackle. But despite the fact that 2019 first-round pick Josh Jacobs is coming back, the running game and the running back position isn't so clear. There are so many moving parts and things going on in that running back room, it's hard to tell how things will shake out. That's a mighty crowded backfield that might take all the way until 2023 to completely sort out. One part of the running back room that was sorted out is Jalen Richard is no longer in it. Richard started out as a third down scat back until Kenyon Drake cut deeply into that role last year. At that point, Richard seemed to be more of a third string running back and didn't see the field much until Drake injured himself. Then the new regime came in and apparently didn't have any use for him. Just a few days ago, Richard tweeted that it's official, he's not coming back to the Raiders. He remains a free agent. I believe this year's running back room will be similar to how it was last year in that there will be a starter, a third down back, and a backup. And 7th round pick Britton Brown will be competing for that backup role. He didn't show a whole lot of skill as a receiver in college, and as a runner, he's pretty good at everything but not great at anything. The new regime said they picked Brown because he was the best player available. He must have been, because the Raiders were deep at running back before they picked him. He'll probably end up on the practice squad if he doesn't win a backup job. Building depth and competition has been high on the priority list for the new regime since they've been in Raider Nation. And one thing we know about Ameer Abdullah is he's going to compete. The Raiders will likely have him competing for a backup role, with the loser ending up on the practice squad since he's not especially skilled in any particular area to play a specific role. As a matter of fact, if there are no injuries, I don't see him making 53. I see him as little more than a camp body right now. Competing for the third down back role is Kenyon Drake. Of all the backs the Raiders have, Drake is the most dangerous in the passing game with his hands, speed, and ability to make guys miss in the open field. He just has to get better in pass protection. Drake is a good runner too, so he's also in play to be the backup running back. I don't see him getting cut because that would leave the Raiders $3.34 million in dead money. But he is someone another team would want in a trade. Competing with him for that third down role will be Brandon Bolden. Bolden has always been the guy you want if you don't have the guy you want at the running back position. In other words, he'll always give you at least the minimum competency required for the position. That's how he survived 12 years in the NFL. Plus, he knows offense from his time in New England. Drake is obviously the better player and he's recovering well from ankle surgery. But Bolden had 405 yards on 41 catches last year, so again, Bolden is the guy you want if you don't have the guy you want. Unless there's a trade, it'll probably take until next year to figure out Drake and Josh Jacobs with both of their contracts expired next year. As a matter of fact, the guys competing for the backup role will probably be cut because if Jacobs doesn't win the starter job and doesn't get traded, he'll be the backup. It's crazy that I'm saying this about a first-round pick that literally ran the Raiders into the playoffs last year. But he does tend to get nicked up, and the Raiders didn't pick up his fifth-year option. This battle is one to pay close attention to because Amir White can be special. NFL Network's Maurice Jones-Drew compared him to Adrian Peterson, and that wasn't a bad comparison. But what he really is a Josh Jacobs with breakaway speed. For those that love the way Jacobs runs but just want him to have breakaway speed, this is your guy. Between his power and ability to make guys miss, White is hard to get on the ground. He could very well end up being that next great back out of Georgia to follow Nick Chubb, but there are injury concerns with him too. He's already had 2 ACL tears, so we'll see. And there you have it, y'all, the competition at running back. It's going to be really interesting. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.